welcome. Please excuse my audio, I'm having to record this from my iPhone. So today I'm going to be installing a titanium strap and bezel from AliExpress onto a GW-5610. The kit isn't an official Casio product, but it's based on the rather beautiful though particularly expensive GW-5610 TVA1, usually referred to as the TVA. The kit comes in two varieties, stainless steel and titanium being the more expensive. Personally, I opted for the titanium as it's much lighter. The watch I got from eBay for 50 quid and the kit was, I believe, 60, so a total of 110 quid compared to the TVA, which retailed for around 2 grand. Bit more than I wanted to spend. So let's get started, and first we want to remove the screws from the edges of the strap that hold the bezel in place. To do this, use a PH2 Phillips screwdriver, or I guess technically just a PH2 Phillips, which is provided with the kit. Take your time, don't rush any part of this process. It's a little bit more difficult as well doing this whilst trying to keep everything in focus for you guys. To get the strap off, you want a tool like this, which is also included in the kit. And you want to gently prise the spring bars and the strap should simply lift off. I probably should have done this first, but let's just take a quick look at the mod kit. It's really quite nicely packaged, and typically anything that I buy from AliExpress, it's in cheap plastic bags usually. It doesn't even have a box, so this is pretty nicely presented. And the kit includes the bezel, strap, and all the tools you need to complete the mod. And it even includes a set of, I guess, quick release spring bars you'd call them, and black bezel screws. Really nice touch. You might want to leave the film on the strap whilst you work with it, but for me it's just going to get in the way and that's coming right off. In this light you can see the printed text when compared to the original TVA, which is laser etched, but it's still a really beautiful bit of kit. You know, it's for the price, I don't think you can really go wrong. Again, the bezel just looks fantastic. You'll notice the G-Shock logo and the protection. In the photos on AliExpress, they're not included due to copyright, but it's worth noting that some manufacturers of the strap don't actually print the G-Shock logo either. I've seen a couple on various groups that are missing the G-Shock logo and the protection. And to me personally, they make a big difference. Right, let's get this bezel off. To be honest, it couldn't be easier. Simply prise one side at a time and it'll pop right off with minimal effort. It's probably the easiest part of the entire process. Some bezels, as you probably know, can be a bit of a pain to get off, such as the Mudman arrangement, but on this thing it's a piece of cake. And there we have it, our G-Shock without the bezel. Not quite as sexy, never underestimate the bezel. As I said earlier, the kit includes 3 quick release spring bars, one for the top, one for the bottom, and a spare. Again, another little nice touch. These things, however, are a little finicky to fit. Go slow, take your time, and be gentle. You don't want to scratch the watch or the strap. Yeah, I really wasn't kidding when I said these things are a little finicky to fit. Looking at these bezels side by side, there really is no comparison. The titanium mod is visually stunning. The new bezel quite literally just pops on top. Some of the reviews that you'll read on AliExpress will mention that the bezel is a bit of a loose fit and that it rattles, but honestly this thing fits like a glove. When ordering, be sure to select the relevant model. There's a 5600 and a 5610 version, so I can only assume that people have either ordered the wrong one, have been sent the wrong one, or there are various manufacturers of the same strap, which I believe there are, and some are better than others. So now that's on, we want to take the black screws included with the kit and secure the bezel in place. Again, just really take your time. If you rush, there's a good chance you're going to scratch the coating and you're going to hate the finished look. The kit includes a screwdriver to fit the screws, and as I said, it includes everything that you need. But equally, you can use your own tools if you got them. Doing this thing whilst keeping everything in focus really is more tricky than I had imagined, so I definitely need more practice. And that's it. All that's left to do now is to resize the strap. Unless you're the Incredible Hulk or wearing this around your ankle, you're definitely going to need to remove some of these links. It's not a typical bracelet. It includes spring bars in between each of the links, which is an interesting design choice. and it makes removing the links a bit more difficult in my experience. On the links you'll see arrows. Use the tool provided to push down and release the spring. It takes a bit of effort to get the link off, but again, be slow, gentle, and you should be able to get it off without causing any damage to the links. So here we have it. I'm really pleased with the finished product. Is it as good as a TVA? No, of course not. But for the price, well worth it in my opinion. The only question that's left for me is how well does this thing wear? So perhaps I'll do a 6-month follow-up video to see how the kit's holding up. Any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. Hope you enjoyed the video.